Warning, proceed with caution. The thoughts and views that these individuals have or speak on are for entertainment only. The hosts of this podcast are from the streets and for the streets. Please consume responsibly. Bienvenidos to episode número 25. I'm Melissa Rios.
Juju.
We're doing this again?
Absolutely.
Vinny.
In case you forgot.
Or you're new here?
Juju.
Come on, guys.
If you're new here, go
Vinny.
back.
Weird.
Actually, start like at episode 7. I think that's when we got good.
Bienvenidos to Calle podcast season número 3. Today somebody told me like, wow, you've had 3 seasons and you've never invited anyone to your podcast. And I'm like, I don't need it, fam. Just kidding.
And they don't fit.
Aquí conmigo donde se sentaba Santa Rosa.
You act like Santa Rosa didn't fit? That's crazy.
That's
What's
why
crazy is episode 7 was the first episode without him, and as you said, we're
Oh,
gonna
is
start.
that?
No, I'm joking.
No, he got sick 5, I think. I don't know.
Hey, the way he broke up with us was crazy, huh?
I can't work.
He said you broke up with him.
I didn't break up with him.
Ooh.
Jose Luis. Nah, I didn't break up with him.
Should we make him a guest?
No, but in all reality, we are thinking of having guests.
She didn't say yes. That's fucking crazy.
We are
Anyways.
thinking of having guests. So comment down below whoever you want to see sitting right here. Me hago poquito para acá, pues. Espérate.
It's because we don't just let anyone on here either, you know?
Yeah.
¿Qué compa quieren ver aquí? Who would you like to see here or sitting on Juju's lap?
Oh, if that's the case, I got a few guests I could invite.
Hey, Juju walked into the studio the other day and was like, I got a new favorite porn star. And she's kind of cute. Do guys...
His family watches this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's Gianna Dior, though, in case you guys are wondering.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And the thing is que porn stars ya nowadays no nomás hacen películas de adulto. Now they're like influencers.
What's crazy is all my favorite porn stars I never found in porn. I find them on social media. Like, oh, wait, who's this? And then it's like, you link.
How do
OnlyFans.
and how do you know they end up being that? Because I've seen a ton of super hot girls and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then
Nowadays, it's like to be courteous, 7 out of 10 girls have an OnlyFans link.
But OnlyFans doesn't necessarily mean P-star.
It's a gateway drug.
Well, actually, a lot of P stars are going to OnlyFans because they control their own content and it's their own money.
Yeah.
Like, I know Mia Khalifa, who is a popular porn star, doesn't control not a single video. She makes not a penny from any of her videos. But her OnlyFans, where she doesn't show any nudity, she makes, I think she made like 18 mil last year.
That's crazy. I wonder what she shows. I'm going to go and check.
It's like...
Sometimes me da la espinita.
Just go on Reddit.
Behind the scenes, like she still shows bikini, like maybe like a nipslip, but it's not like full on like...
But behind the scenes,
a guy
like
shouldn't
what?
go looking for her on her OnlyFans thinking they're going to get
Right.
old school Mia Khalifa.
Right.
She'll be like, oh, I'm at this photo shoot doing this lingerie. She has like this like jewelry where it's like it links like the whole body type of jewelry.
Okay.
So she promotes that. When she's doing that, wearing a bikini top and stuff like that. And like maybe it's like a sheer shirt, but nothing like...
And people pay for that.
Sheer like see-through.
Sheer.
We like shit.
What's crazy about OnlyFans is that people pay for their dirty little mind. Like...
Pa ver, porque no te enseña todo.
No,
like,
no. It's not that.
No.
No. They're paying for their guilty, like there's like... Not saying that it's a bad thing, but like there's like a little person who she made like 48 million. And it's like no one will ever admit to
watching
that
pee.
or liking that. But she made 48 million off of somebody.
What? I guess no one, like you said. Do you guys watch like crazy pee like that? Do you watch little people pee?
What are you talking about?
No.
People porn.
Midget porn.
Mm.
Have I come across it? Yes. Do I watch it? No.
What is the craziest thing you're into?
No, it's not. I don't know. It's nothing like Nothing. It's nothing crazy.
Nothing.
I go more for the actresses than I do for their.
So you search in the search bar. You'll search the girl.
Yeah, I'm like,
Got it.
What's
Okay.
Gianna Dior up to nowadays?
You look for the girl.
I just go with what's trending. They have like a trending, and I'm like,
But what's trending? Let's see what's trending today.
It's still like
I
step
don't have
family.
access. That shit's fucking. Don't even tell me. Don't
Let's
tell
see.
me. Never mind.
No, we're gonna go. I'll give you the first. What's crazy is I showed her who Gianna Dior was, so I showed her a video, and I closed it thinking I was done with it, and then when I turned on the car and I was leaving, that shit connected to Bluetooth right here. It's like, I was like, oh fuck.
He passed by my car and he goes, "Look what's connected to my Bluetooth." And it's like, oh.
All right, let's see. I get excited when I'm with my friends. Oh, I'm gonna announcement compilation part 1.
Okay.
Deal with my girlfriend's hot mom, Helena Price. I get very horny working. I need a secret deal with my girlfriend's hot mom, Helena Price. I'm popped up again.
Hot mom.
Stepmom. Car. Huge man tool compilation.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop you there. The huge man tool is that like for girls?
I know there's just guys that like that stuff.
Okay, because I saw Drake's and I wasn't too impressed. Vinny, actually,
What?
I requested. Huh?
you weren't impressed?
No. I felt like it was like hanging out. No me, and I honestly, it's not him, it's me. Like, I just think that men, pictures, visuals, sheer, lingerie, women have beautiful bodies and it's like pretty to look at. I'll look at women and be like, oh, she's hot, or you know, whatever. Like, I'll admire. But most men, most of you guys look the same. It's like the same combo. The fries, the drink. The fries, the hamburger, and the soda. It's the same 3 things. So it's just kind of like, and I saw Drake's and I just wasn't. I don't know.
I've always thought that. Like,
it's not pretty.
Men are just ugly to look at.
Let me send this to her. Oh, yeah, wow. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Mejor mándame $100, güey. Mándame $1,000. Like,
You're just unappreciative, I think. Like,
Have
if
you
a girl
ever
were to
been-
send me a booby pic, I'd be like, oh, thank you. I needed that today.
Right, but do you send her one back?
No, because I have aspirations of being a politician. I don't need that dangling flanging around the internet the rest of my life.
You're going to be a politician.
Why is that the funny part?
What the fuck?
That he decides not to send dirty pics because he wants to be a politician. Like, he's like, I'm not doing that. Even in the heat of the moment, like, it's impressive. I'm laughing.
Oh, now it's impressive. You're laughing just a second ago for him.
I'm laughing because it's impressive.
I'm laughing because it's impressive. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, I think about everything, man. I have my life goals planned out for me.
Have you ever, like, if a girl's like, oh, you know, you're like, yeah, and send it? Or do you wait for them to ask you for one?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put them through that. Not much to show either, so.
Oh, Benny, bien triste. Well, it went viral, and then I didn't find it until later, right? You said this happened in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, Drake was trending on all social media platforms, and it's because a video of him leaked. Now, they're saying that he leaked it himself, to be honest. Who took that video? Drake. Who leaked that video?
Whoever he sent it to.
Yeah.
Stop.
Just seems like a lot. Like, girls can't be happy with that. Like, that's just like, that's a lot.
It doesn't hurt.
Like, yo, man, like.
Rihanna?
Oh, she a freak, though.
You didn't see Breezy packing too?
Yeah, Rihanna scares me. Like, if she'd be like, hey, boy, come here. And I'd be like, yes, ma'am. It's like, get in the bed. I'd be like, that'd be the quickest 10 seconds of your life, lady.
Well, I'm glad we're back, and I'm glad we're catching up.
Why do we always start like this? Always.
Tell your nieces not to watch the first, how many minutes, Vin?
12.
12 minutes.
That was crazy.
Tell them not to watch the first 12 minutes.
They're going to.
So happy. to be back. How was your time off?
I didn't really have time off.
Well,
From
of
here,
each other.
yes.
Always.
But I feel like I picked up more tasks. But honestly, I did get a little bored. Like, I think with Para Calle, when we were in full, frontal and stuff like that, pause. I was always doing something, whether it's in mine or us. But once we left, I felt like there was like a void of like, fuck, I need a project. Like, obviously, I'm like working on myself, but I'm like, I don't know, I need a project. So I started picking up other tasks. Yeah.
You started helping other podcasts with their podcast. Un aplauso for Vinny. That is the other task. That is his new other venture career that he's doing, side hustle job.
I helped out another podcast. I have helped out a few other DJs too in growing their brands and how to grow them. And what else have I done?
How did you like that?
Huh?
Did you like it? Was it easy for you?
Honestly, it was like when I helped the podcast out, watching them try to like get through everything and try to get comfortable. It was kind of funny to see because it reminded me of like our first ones, where it's kind of like, what do we talk about? It was kind of awkward. It was the same vibe too, but honestly, it was pretty seamless. Like the recording, the audio, the editing, everything was just like, it was so easy. So
if anybody out there is watching and wants to start a podcast and is serious about it and kind of needs advice, if you have a company, a business, hit DJ Vinny Mac up. You have your website.
I have my website, yeah. I haven't put that info up, but
you could send him like an email on there.
Sorry.
Send him an email on his website and, hopefully he can help you guys out. He helped a couple people out. And obviously, if you don't know, Vinny is the one who shoots the podcast, edits it. And so everything you see on here is his work. So that's his business card.
I also helped people out with their websites.
Oh, yes.
Another project.
He was helping me with my website. And so that was fun. But yeah, Vinny's like a lot of help. So if you guys want to hire him, call him. That's his other side hustle. And I think that's what we're doing a lot of, like side hustles a little bit. Like we're trying to figure out what the fuck we're going to do aside from our career. And that makes me excited because I read that the average millionaire has a stream of 7 businesses or 7 streams of income.
Jesus.
7?
Average. More like a 3-4,
7 different streams of income.
On a hot day.
You have DJing, hosting, radio. What else? Podcasting.
To fucking start selling tamales again.
Social media. We need 2 more.
I'm also learning how to take headshots.
Okay, see?
I'm still in the middle of learning how to do photography.
Cha-ching! See, you need 1 more. 1 more, papo. And Juju, también a trabajar, güey.
And
8 more.
I was going to say I have to, I'm also trying to learn how to produce music.
And you also just moved out.
I just moved out. Yeah, that was a huge
huge
change for me. I'm like still settling in, but it's like a love-hate thing with the move. Only because I've done it so many times that it's just kind of like, it's hard to settle in somewhere when I already know I'm going to be leaving,
That made me sad. You sent that message and that message made me really sad. Like I wanted to cry. I think I even kind of cried a little bit because I was like, so sad. Like, it's not fair. Like, why do you move so much? Like, it's a fucking hassle. And then, but, I really like that you said, so how many times have you moved?
This would be my 18th time moving in my 32 years of life.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. And honestly, it's like a love-hate thing because, I love it because it's always like, there's always something new. There's always like, I think growing up for me was like a new adventure. That's how I looked at it, like a new setting, like I get a fresh start. But the sad part is like I'm moving. So I don't get to settle in. I don't know the feeling of like this is home. My home is like where my family's at. So that's kind of like how I move. But yeah. But honestly though, like the move this past week, I'm kind of like, it took me back to my roots because I'm back in Boyle Heights. It's where I grew up, and you know, I'm getting familiar again with my surroundings, and it's way closer to work, which is a plus. A 15 to 20 minute drive is better than an hour. And I mean, it's kind of more peaceful because I don't have babies crying everywhere, so I could do a lot more recording, and you know, I'm more on my own. But
you are by yourself.
I'm by myself. My uncle lives there. He's in and out of the house, but he's probably there maybe 2 nights out of the week. So I'm pretty much by myself completely.
Muchachas, si buscan
fan, huh?
amor,
Hey, big head.
now you can bring the girls over and...
I mean, I could have done that in the other house, but I'm not that kind of guy.
Right. Girl's gonna step on a fucking Lego and shit. I knew you had kids.
Yo, that did happen.
What?
That happened when they heard a baby in the morning after, and they heard a baby crying, and they're like, "You have your kids here?" And I'm like, "Those aren't mine."
I would have fucked around. I'm like, "And my wife."
Hey, don't do that. That happened to me once.
What?
So we went to Vegas, my best friend and I, and when we were in Vegas, we were out partying all night. We met some guys. And I think I've said this story before. The guys end up being cops from Pasadena. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Like, he's a cop. We hung out all night. We went to strip club. We partied all night with the cops. We hung out. When we came back home, he was like, hey, let's hang out. Okay. So we hung out a couple times, whatever. And I was doing the overnight shift at the other radio station. So I remember it was New Year's Eve. And I went to work. Clock struck 12 and I was there in the studio. So like at 6 when I got off of work, he was getting off of his job, like off of the police work, whatever.
The police job.
And they all meet at a bar. And so he's like, we're all meeting to have some drinks to celebrate New Year's Day. Come. And I'm like, okay. I showed up. We have some drinks. And he's like, well, you can't drive. Leave your car here. And then we'll go back to my place. I live up the street. We took a car. Somebody took us back to his place. We get back. We're fucking shit-faced. True story. He gives me, I remember, a T-shirt. I put on a T-shirt because I was wearing, you know, my dress or whatever from the night before because I went to work. Anyway, more of the story is we get in bed and we're talking to each other, fucking drunk from the bar, and we knock out, okay? I'm dead asleep. I don't remember anything. It was maybe like 11 and all I hear was, what the fuck? And I wake up and there is this girl standing in front of the door, like in the room. And I'm looking at him and I look at her and I was like, what the fuck is happening? She goes, did you sleep with him? I was like, what is happening? And I'm wearing his T-shirt and I'm like, I get up and he gets up and he's like, ah, fuck. And I swear to God. And she's like, oh my God, like we're supposed to get married, la la la. I'm like, ah, fuck. So I grab my stuff and she goes, did you sleep with him? And she's like bawling. And I'm like, no, I didn't. But you should talk to him. Like we were hanging out, bitch. We were in Vegas. We were like, go get your mans. And I just grabbed my stuff and I remember I walked out and I had to get an Uber to my car, and from my car I had to go home. The audacity. And then he still would text me like every once in a while, like, that was my crazy ex, I can't believe my roommate let her in. But more of the story is that bitch walked in.
I want to find this guy
and
just be like, hey dog.
And then the crazy part is that I think they did get married. And what tripped me out the most was that girl could have beat my ass. Like, I was sleeping. If she wanted to hit me, she could have hit me. If she wanted to drag me by my hair. Like, why did I put myself in that situation? And then I got home and I told my mom, and my mom was like, she's like, ¿de dónde vienes? Where are you coming from? And I'm like, story time. So remember that cop I told you I met that I was like, fuck yeah, I met a cop. I met his girlfriend too. And my mom was just like nodding her head. And she's like, did you sleep with him? I'm like, no. She goes, you know, she squinted her eyes, kind of like, sure, dick. If
I'm on
I
that same
wouldn't,
vibe.
but if I wasn't so drunk, it probably would have happened. But we were so fucking shit-faced that it
Looking
didn't.
for a little slab and pickle.
It would have happened maybe when we woke up, you know, wake and bake. But his girlfriend got there. She ruined everything.
They still got married?
I think so.
That guy's definitely still cheating on her.
Absolutely.
To this fucking day.
I think I still have his number too. Have you ever realized how if you don't delete numbers from your phone, like you still have?
Oh yeah,
You should call him.
my phone
Like,
book's
hey, homie.
crazy.
I
Hey,
don't know
are
if
you still
remember
with
me,
your
but
girlfriend?
Do you still cheat on her? I'm like 99%.
I think so too. 100%. Like if they got married, he cheats on her because she was like, "Did you?" I just didn't get that
Like,
energy
if you gotta
from
ask,
her. Yeah, like
stick around. Fuck.
like I didn't get that energy from her. Like if I would have walked in,
What's crazy, now that I think about it, the way she acted, that's probably the first time they got caught. Even him, like, oh, fuck.
yeah, he
Here we
was
go
like,
again.
"Oh shit," and I'm like, "I'm gonna take your shirt, bro. I'm not gonna put my dress back on." Like, all right, peace, and like fist bump, and I left. Bye, girl. She's crying. I felt bad for her. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I don't feel bad.
Oh, but yeah, that's not funny. Don't make fun of the situation. Waking up.
So I moved out.
And you also went to Nashville.
I also went to Nashville. Shout out Jessica Flores for the invite.
Which was really cold, kind of like these last 3 days here in LA.
This ain't shit. It was 10 degrees, 8 degrees at night.
I don't even know what that feels like.
It's awful.
You know when you go to Costco in the freezer section, like that was the hottest day in the daytime.
Not this brown boy.
And I felt the full fucking force at night. The first night, because we showed up, it was like 11 degrees out, and then it went down to like 7 or 8 or some bullshit number. But we ordered pizza. Pizza there was open till 5 a.m. So we ordered pizza, and the guy was pulling up, and I'm like, oh shit, the pizza's here. I don't want to make him wait outside. So I ran down, and I just had my t-shirt on and my joggers. Opened the door, and the fucking guy was like down, not down the street, but like there was like a walkway, and then I had to walk over there.
In a shirt.
He did not come out in a shirt. I fucked up.
You were cold.
Yeah, that humbled me. Tennessee is humbling.
And then you took a jacket, and I kept trying to like get you to buy like a goose feather. Like,
that jacket was perfect.
And it kept you warm.
That jacket was perfect. It was too warm actually. That's the only thing that sucks about being a big guy. Yeah. It's like you could be in a super cold, you throw on a jacket, you warm up, but then you start getting hot and sweaty, and then you open it up, and you have to go back and forth, even with gloves on.
I just don't know how people do it. I mean, I get it, but I just don't know if I can live that life. These last 3 days here in LA were fucking tragic.
Yeah.
The rain.
I mean, the rain sucks in LA. LA is not built for rain. And everything's just flooding, and it's people
not
can't
cool.
drive.
People, yeah, like potholes and
the
just
fucking 60, like the lines disappear.
Oh yeah, we didn't even go to work. They were like, if you don't feel safe coming to work. I was like,
ooh, I don't feel safe.
What's crazy is that it was like, of course I feel safe, but no one did. Like, oh no, I don't. You didn't let them finish.
No, I actually had to show up because I was like, is this a test?
And then I was sick, so.
Oh yeah, Juju got sick. Are you feeling better?
A
What
lot.
happened? Did you take a COVID test, or you're just
No, I
fucking
took a COVID
here?
test.
Just here.
No, I always take a COVID test.
And what happened? You're just sick?
Negative. Yeah, I was just sick. So my sister, I think she got the worst out of all of us. Because she was like the flu, like bad. She had to go to the ER and stuff like that. We thought she had COVID for sure, but no, she didn't. Then it passed to my mom, from my mom to the baby to the aunt to the baby again, the baby to me. I think I'm the last one in my family to get sick. So we're good after this. Till the next storm.
Now it's up to us, Vin. Because you went.
You were sick all of last quarter.
Well, you went to Nashville.
I went to Nashville. Yeah, I
and you didn't get sick. Un aplauso.
It's because
I took care of myself.
And it's not the cold that makes you sick. I want people to know
It's a change
that.
of weather, though.
Not even that. It's just like it's a virus that enters your body and like.
And I'm generally clean. Like I carry sanitizer everywhere and stuff, especially being in the airport. And I actually do wear a mask in the airport. Once I get on the plane and I know there's nobody really next to me, I take the mask off. But yeah, I don't trust people in general now.
Because if you think about it, when COVID was around for those 2 years, I did not get not a single cold or a single flu.
That's true. It was like 2 years.
And it was still just as cold. It was still rainy. It was still like that. It's not the weather. Like, I know, like, I don't know if, like, your mom told you this, but, like, when your hair's wet, you're not supposed to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's a myth. A wives' tale. Old wives' tale.
Tattoo George Washington. That's how he died. Not from just his hair.
From having wet hair?
From being wet. The story is I know this is random. He got wet. He was like outside on his horse or some shit, and he got wet, and he was rushing home for dinner. He didn't want to be late, so then he, instead of going to change out of his wet clothes, he just ate in his wet clothes and then got sick from that, and then died from flu-like symptoms.
I believe that. I know that you think it's an old wives' tale, but I feel like I need to Google it.
I mean, our hair is different than their hair.
I believe it. Like, even yesterday, Mateo didn't go to school because his shoes got wet. And I brought him back home and I put him in a hot bath because
no, I'm not
like,
saying walk around like jump in the pool, just walk around like that. Of course, you get pneumonia, but like it's a transfer of viruses. It's not like
no, hijo, te da el aire. A veces no. A veces no es el virus, es el aire que te da. Ay, tápate el pecho porque por aquí entra.
And poor George Washington, and nowadays like, oh dude, this guy just got pneumonia. He's fine.
Yeah, but Nashville was amazing. The food, I have to go back. The food, I have to go back for the food. The food was like
En la calle,
A1.
Nashville.
You're not.
I don't know if you'll be down.
You're not down.
You're the only one I'm concerned for.
Yeah, I don't think Melissa's down.
What the fuck does that mean? This is the second comment you guys make earlier. Juju said, "Oh, my family's at where?"
Golden Corral.
And then I was like, "Oh, I've never been there."
And you're like, no, you wouldn't have liked it.
And right away you're like, "No, you wouldn't like it." And
We
now I
already
won't
know
like
you.
Nashville.
You're just mad that you have friends that know you.
Why wouldn't I like Nashville?
No. You'll love Nashville. We just don't think you're down to go.
What? But isn't there other weathers?
I think it's humid. I don't know if I'll go when it's humid. Okay. I need to see when the best time.
What other weathers?
Is.
I think there's like three
Spring.
temporadas. Wait. Winter,
springtime?
spring, summer.
Fam.
What about fall in Nashville? I could do fall.
It could be the perfect weather. I think it's not that. It just no te animas.
I would.
I don't think you'll be down.
I
And
feel
then
like we
just trying
should take a
shit.
trip. I think we should take a fucking trip.
I will go to
Vegas
Nashville.
or overnight. Like just boom, go and come back.
You go to Vegas.
Oh, that's
you
Vegas
go to
for sure. Nashville, you need to do like 3
Rosarito.
days.
Rosarito? See,
TJ,
maybe I might not go to
Ensenada.
Rosarito
See?
or TJ.
That's crazy.
I might not.
You gotta get your own people, fam.
Nothing.
That's your neighborhood.
No, I'm from Mexicali. That's different. We can go to Mexicali.
Cactus is cactus.
You know where we should go? To look for Vinny's, how you say? The picture that they take of you? Your mugshot.
What's up with you?
We should take a trip down to Calexico, right? That's where it was?
Calexico.
We should go to Calexico, go to where my family's at Mexicali, have some tacos, and go look for your fucking mugshot.
How long has it been?
Shout out Imperial County. It's been
How do we find
9
it?
years.
Do you think it's still there? Google, how do you find someone's mugshot?
No, just put it.
It's been 9 years.
What?
Like, what the fuck is Pornhub still open? God damn it.
We should look it up. I think we should make a road trip out of it. Come on.
To Imperial County?
What the fuck? What happened?
Fam. Can we just go to Vegas instead?
My mom's like, don't cross the border. They're going to arrest you. All right, I won't cross the border. Still got arrested. Fuck.
How would you
Honestly,
find
I
it?
tried looking for it like a year ago, and I couldn't find it.
No.
I want to find it.
I
and
think you
wanna
have to
put
go
it in the
there,
bag.
like to the place.
But I don't think they'll pull it up. Well, what do you do?
Well, I
They'll
feel
think
like
we're fucking losers
after
to
2
go in
years,
there
they're
and
gonna be
go
like, yeah,
pull
we
it up.
don't.
Yeah, no, it was just like a misdemeanor thing.
We need a FBI agent. Anybody have a family? Because I'm sure they can pull it up. No, like your record.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call in favors for that one, fam.
Yeah.
Come on.
Vegas is a good idea though.
I think we should take a trip. Comment down below. Let us know what
not
trip.
Mexicali though.
Why? What's up with what's wrong with Mexicali?
The Dust Bowl.
TJ's closer and funner.
Funner.
Rosarito, Papas and Beer.
Comment down below. I've never been to Papa's and Beer.
You wouldn't like it.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it either. You're just not built for the mud anymore.
Yeah.
You're not built for the grind.
That's crazy, you guys. That you guys are saying all this to
You're
me
a
is
tia.
just wild.
Like I was watching, like in Nashville, I was watching how Jessica moves and like everything she was doing, and I'm like, yeah, Melissa could never.
It's because I've seen you.
What? Wait,
I've
what
seen
does
you
that
in
mean?
certain situations.
Stop. What does that mean?
Like cleaning ice and shit on the floor and
Cleaning
you know,
ice? What does that mean?
because
Cleaning ice? Isn't it water already? Like, why would I wash
in 10
water?
degree weather, water turns to ice.
Estúpido. What are you talking about? Cleaning ice? Why was she cleaning ice?
Because there's ice on the floor. Sometimes when it's 10 degree weather and stuff.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna go in another time that there's no ice on the floor. What else was
I
she
just
doing?
think you're kind of judgmental. Like, we've been to clubs with like Vinny, and you just sit and you're just like,
I'm not doing that.
And then there were like bars where like
I'm
we
not-
just had to pack in with
For
each
the record,
other.
when
And
I did do that is because the girl was pushing the couch because they were basically dry humping. Tell me, did you see that? No, did you see that?
They were having
then
fun.
You're definitely not built for Papas and Beer.
they were having
They ain't
fun.
even dry humping there. That's just humping.
I just...
Yeah.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone needs a square
I
in their
think
life. No, I'm just
by-
kidding. Everyone just needs like.
But Juju would love Nashville.
I wouldn't, though.
You don't even like
I mean,
country
it was.
music.
I became more of a country fan. I've always been whatever about
I like
country,
music.
but being
No
there,
rompas más mi pobre corazón.
I want to... Now I want to go just to show you guys that I'm down.
best chicken I've ever had, by the way, Hattie B's. I need to go back. And then I went to that sit down buffet area. I was too hungover
To enjoy it.
to enjoy it, and that's when I regretted drinking. That reminded
Hey,
me
you
of why I
always
took time off.
regret drinking.
Yeah.
There's always a story that comes along with your drinking.
Yeah, I didn't regret like the night I drank was so fun. I think the entire party, like it was 13 or 14 of us who went. We all got blasted, like everyone.
I think that's awesome.
And it was
I'm
a
so
fun
happy.
time.
I'm happy that you went and you had a good time and there wasn't like a cagapalos, because a lot of times when you travel with different people, there's so
Yeah.
many different personalities. There's so many different...
It was like,
Excuse me.
and it
We
was like
traveled
3.
together and I've
Juju,
never...
it's time to go now. All right.
Wait, where?
For Teddy's wedding.
They were closing down the fucking hall.
There's no such
kicking
thing
Yes,
as
I do.
closing
I have
down,
video.
fam.
They were telling everybody to get out of there, and this guy was so fucking drunk. Mind you,
Let them be and just go leave by yourself.
Juju wants to say que yo soy la cagapalo. He almost got down twice on that trip.
Once?
Twice.
Nah. Who else? Who else?
Twice.
I know the one. El Primo.
Twice.
Who's
With
the
the same
second one?
person. Like the day before, I think it was Brian or something, and you guys were like,
Oh, that was just Brian.
right. But you got...
Yeah,
I have no problems with anyone. I'm not a cagapalo. I am just saying, stop being so
You have too
sloppy.
many rules.
Get it together.
Too many rules. Like with that whole group, I was waiting. I was honestly waiting for somebody to be the person, and nobody ever was the person.
No
it was
one
like a
was the
good vibe.
person.
It was a good vibe. Like, Wendy from who did the community event with us, like she was there. I thought she was gonna be bougie, and no, she was down with the shits. I even said like I want to go out check out this museum. She's like, let's go. I was like, oh, she want to go? All right, cool. Because most people, you know, when you have like an itinerary, people always like, they're whatever. But she was with the shits. But yeah, like everyone was cool. Everyone was on their own vibe. If somebody wanted to go back to the room, like, all right, cool, go. You know,
See, that would have been
go
me,
rest
and I
up.
would have gone and rest up, and that was it.
You would have been like, all right, guys, all 13 of us have to go back to the room because
No,
I'm tired.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Absolutely not. That's not true. I just am different a little bit.
But Nashville was fun. I'm so happy I went. And it's one of those places that I would have never gone in my life if nobody invited me. I have like a bucket list of places I want to go. That
Right.
was not on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Is she?
Yep.
She should make this like every year. You guys travel somewhere different for her birthday. That would be so fun. Like single people should do shit like that.
yeah.
You know. Today, Eugenio was like, my husband.
What you said? My husband.
No, I mean, like, because I talk
Eye
of
roll.
him. I talk
Fuck.
about him. Like,
After talking about Drake.
like, if you guys know who he is. Well, my husband, I was like, look how pretty the mountains look. He's like, we should go to the snow right now. Let's get the kids from school and go. And for a split second, we're like, okay. And then I was like, I gotta go to work. He's like, I do have a doctor. He sprained his ankle. He's like, I have a doctor's appointment at 1. And then it was like, and the kids, and then it was like,
And that's why you won't go to Nashville, because it's not bad. It's just you are a different category of life than we are right now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You guys who are single, like, it should be a yearly thing to
Yeah.
celebrate her birthday or your guys' birthday in different places. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'm always down to travel. Because even that Nashville, I made that decision 2 weeks before. I had I DJ'd for Adidas, and Adidas paid me great. And then I DJ'd Treehouse, they paid me great. And then I did Travesuras, and they paid me great. And I was like, ooh, I have some good money.
I have so much room for
Nashville's
activities.
in 2 weeks. Let's do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had fun. It looked like a blast. And I can't wait till we go to Nashville and I show that I can go and have a good time.
Sorry, I'm
I hate that-
allergic to bullshit.
I can see Juju having a blast. Me and Juju would have a blast.
Oh my god,
I have a blast everywhere I go.
And then one of my absolute favorite artists at the moment is, his name's Luke Combs, and he's actually opening a bar called Category 10 in Nashville.
Oh yeah, all the bars are named after famous country singers,
Oh, really?
And it's their bars, pretty much all
Yeah.
their bars.
and everything's in like a 2-mile radius, which is amazing. Like everything's walking distance between the Titan Stadium and where they play the hockey games, and in between's like their whole downtown. Everything's convenient. So
Sounds fun.
Excited.
Nashville, 10 out of 10.
So, Super Bowl is on Sunday. Who's excited?
What is football?
Last game of the season, and it's the 2 teams I despise
That's true. It's tougher on him than it is
as a
for me.
Raider fan. Yeah.
Really? So you're not watching the game?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm a
Also got
gamble.
Savages.
I mean, I have
I'm gonna
to.
have some prize picks and gamble or whatever, but it's not gonna be out of happiness. Yeah, no, I'm not excited.
Do you guys wear your team's jersey on Super Bowl Sunday? Or is that like my husband's family thing? Like everyone shows up
I
wearing
think everyone
their
wears
team's
their team's jersey.
Damn,
Last
no,
game of the season.
I don't have a Cowboys jersey.
No? But you have a hat?
I have a hat. And maybe a shirt. It's because jersey for big guys are expensive, man.
Yeah.
That's just pricey. And then, like, fucking players in football switch so quickly.
Do you have like a favorite player?
Currently?
This is crazy
Joe
how
Burrow.
you guys can be so fucking committed to this because you guys stand chingy all season talking about football.
About
and then,
my football team.
I
not
know.
the sport of football.
I know, but you don't even have a favorite player in your football team.
One team, one dream, baby.
And nowadays, with the way the professional sports works, like there's no loyalty between the owners and the talent. Kind of like everywhere else.
Kind of like
type
radio?
thing. Yeah. Like there's no loyalty.
There's no loyalty
And professional.
anywhere.
No,
Business
There's
is
loyalty. It's
business.
just not from the right people. Like, shit.
Business is business.
Damn,
We
a
should look
favorite
at LeBron.
current football player. I mean, it has to be Dak Prescott. Just what? Not even just like he's a great player. And then what he's been through personally.
Well,
That brother's on thin ice.
there's
Yeah.
a study.
Trey Lance, baby.
There's a study that shows that there are 10 Super Bowl foods that bring good luck and bad luck.
Is this like one of those Taylor Swifties things? Because
No, most people are looking for good luck on Super
Fucking-
Bowl game.
Hey, choose your words wisely. Whatever you say next, Pally.
44% of people have game day superstitions. Like there's certain things they don't do, like they wear their certain calzones, certain socks, whatever, like for their team to win.
Were you superstitious as a player?
yeah,
I really wasn't.
So deviled eggs are a number one like no on Super Bowl Sunday.
what are deviled eggs?
Never had deviled eggs.
Like Boiled eggs?
They're like hard-boiled eggs, como
But
con
then
sazon,
they take like the yolk out. They'll mix it with like mustard and like
chile or something.
Paprika.
And it's hot.
Ooh, that sounds fire though.
It's good, but it's hot. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How do you say deviled eggs in Spanish?
What was that, la diabla?
No, absolutely not. They're saying garlic bread is the second most avoided game day food.
It's because it goes dry. Quick.
Followed by salsa and queso dip. Fuck out of here. Okay.
Hey, white people, when they want to fucking, like, there's certain white people that could imitate, like, don't go in thinking, oh, my fucking grandma's alive, she's making salsa, but, like, their queso nacho with their, like, paste chili, hey, that shit goes hard sometimes.
Dude, my cousin, she makes this, like, 7-layer dip.
Oh, yeah.
And it's bomb. I mean, my abuela would never make some shit like that. Sour
7-layer
cream
dip
and
is
olives,
fire.
but that's pretty good.
You know why this doesn't, like, the superstition doesn't bother me? Because my team hasn't been in the fucking Super Bowl since 95.
Well, the
like,
superstition is they don't win a playoff game.
like get there first before I decide about what am I going to eat to...
My cousin too. My cousin Alex, he's a Cowboy fan, and same thing. Cowboys are doing good all year, and he's like, I don't give a fuck about these wins. I just want to win the playoff game. That's it. That's all I want.
And
he's been winning his whole
happens.
life.
Pobrecito.
And it happened. They lost to a team that they weren't supposed to lose to.
No, I'm excited for it to be over.
And that's a superstition. It's crazy. I can't
know
put a
what
pin
it
on
is. Dodgers the same way. Dodgers spent $1 billion and just get bounced out of the fucking first round of the playoffs.
But Dodgers got cheated twice for World Series.
True.
And it's swept under the rug, which is the worst part.
That's why I still wear this hat from this last playoff to remind me not to get my hopes up when it comes to sports.
USC too. The Raiders just can't
sports.
get it together.
I don't want to say I stooped, but I even fucking started watching the UCLA women's basketball team because they were good. And then these fucking broads lose like 3 games. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, I just watch it for the commercials.
Deadpool.
I'm literally just sitting there watching commercials.
I'm not even commercials. More
and the halftime show.
I'm more of the movie trailers.
Oh yeah, because they have some good stuff.
You know, it's like Deadpool. I think Inside Out 2 is gonna do it. Wicked. Have you guys ever saw that on the Pantages or on Broadway?
There was a list, and it was talking about how much they charge for commercials. And everyone's talking about how like
it's ridiculous. It's like $2
$7 million.
And it depends on the spot too.
Yeah.
Like first commercial after is more expensive than the like third.
If I win the lottery, I ain't gonna tell nobody, but there'll be signs. There'll be a 1-minute Juju commercial. Just me sitting there like
30-second ad this year. For a 30-second ad this year, Super Bowl cost $7 million. It's the same as last year. Now here's the question: everybody's watching like social media. Is the price ever going to go down, you think? Or is everyone still watching the Super Bowl on TV? It's like the most televised.
No, people are watching it, but I think like the ad sales around because I think like Coke, Disney pulled out. They're like, no, we're not going to do it because the prices are just too crazy.
Yeah.
And they can just drop the video on YouTube and it'll get
and everybody watches it. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is it still going to be $7 million, you think, in a couple of years? Or because of social media, it's going to be like, less?
I think less because even like the way people watch it now, a lot of it's gonna be streamed this year. I feel like
a lot of the Super Bowl commercials are already out.
I think Paramount's gonna stream it, Paramount Plus. So if you have that and you pay the premium, you don't have to worry about the ads.
Yeah, I think commercials aren't gonna be. I think they're still gonna be there, and I think as expensive, but I think it'll be like half the time. I don't think they'll be doing 30-second slots as much anymore. Mm-hmm. And I do see now a lot of like NFL games are doing like in-game commercials where like they'll call timeout and it'll make it like the smaller screen and then it'll put like a little ad on the top corner or something like, and still make it commercial free, But I don't know, but everyone knows Super Bowl means halftime show and commercials. So
right, it comes together. It's like a package.
It's still a spectacle, Yeah. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon.
Speaking of commercials.
Yes.
I shot my very first commercial.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that check que todavía no llega. Oye, los cheques de television como que duran un chingo. What?
Don't do that because my cousin B is going to be mad at you.
Why?
Because they're the ones who deal with it.
Oh, well, tell me.
Disrespectful. That's crazy.
No. Duran un chingo. My son
you're slacking.
Isaac shot a commercial, right? Has nothing to do with B, but he also shot a commercial at the beginning of January, and we still haven't got a check for that. But mind my ignorance, we've never done it before, so I don't know if you know. Sometimes los cheques duran en llegar, and they come 4 months later, 3 months later.
It usually takes a month after they wrap up everything, between a month and two. But it also depends too if they're gonna pay you like the one and done, or if it's gonna be one of those like every time your commercial comes out, you get a check.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that take time. But those are the good ones because 3-4 months from now, you're gonna be like, oh, you get a fat check for.
Well, I don't know. I didn't read the contract because I was just happy to be there. No, and with my son also, you know, like I'm kind of embarrassed to like send a message and say, hey, because it was just January.
We did that when I did the game show. And yeah, because we were like, yo, it's been a while. Because usually when
we have a quick turnaround with us.
Yeah,
we do an endorsement and you get paid, or like you go do a show and they pay you.
Or even like when we do giveaways at the station, like money giveaways, we tell them it's 8 to 10 weeks. And it usually comes within 8 to 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. But so we called the TV station. We're like, hey, you know, we're just checking in. Make sure you guys haven't forgot about us. And they told us that it's 90 days after the air date. So ours, we shot it in November. It didn't air till April, so we didn't get it till like July.
Yeah, see, so that's what I'm kind of like, you know, but the experience in itself was fun. I shot a commercial with a very famous actor. I can't say who, but not yet.
We could talk about it when the commercial airs.
Yes, once it airs. We'll show it here. I'm really excited, but I was fucked up because I had a big old blister, and I think that the blister was from the nervios. I was really nervous, and I felt like internal heat.
Did you have lines?
Lice?
Lines. ¿Tienes piojos, güey?
Piojos? No. I was just supposed to talk to him like we were at dinner. Him and another guy, and just hanging out like we were at dinner. But the way dinner was set up, it was like the star. I want to say
a lesser known person.
A lesser known person, and then myself. So it was like the table, and then there was a whole bunch of people sitting down in the table having dinner. But I couldn't help but notice how they like placed me right there, and it was because I had the hookup, and everyone was asking me like, how did you get this job? Like, do you know anyone? Do you? And I was just like,
wow.
And I was just like, I know a photographer. Like, I didn't say who I knew because I didn't know if I was allowed to do it, and I kind of didn't want to brag. I didn't want.
Oh, you mean this position right here?
Because you knew that I wasn't so like. By the looks of the setup, it was like, why is that little Mexican girl sitting right there?
And not to mention, I know it was like a bunch of influencers who have like huge followings.
These people are influencers with TV shows with like
millions of followers.
And they moved everybody and then put me right there. And I was like, listen, what a blessing. A blessing. And I'm not going to complain. Gracias a Dios, alabados al Señor.
Hey, sometimes it is who you know. That's just the way the game runs.
But I was just a little embarrassed. I was embarrassed to say. They were like, well, who do you know? And I was like, oh, one of the photographers.
Have you met Nunya?
And everybody was, and what I realized also was that everybody was flaunting who they knew. Like they weren't ashamed of it. Yeah, I know what's his face, or I know who you, like, it's okay.
It's entertainment, baby.
Especially if they're influencers, baby. That's their like claim. They're grasping for it. Yeah. I guarantee you who wasn't name dropping was the star of the show. So, you know, like.
No, but these influencers also are on television. Like, they have their own show. Do you know what I mean? Like, this one of the girls was in the WNBA. Yeah. She's a player. She has her own.
She's also an analyst.
She's an analyst. They scoot her over.
Analyze these, girl. Hey,
she's a doll. I gotta follow her. But everybody was so shameless. With the shameless plugs, and I have to be better at that. I have to be more confident and shameless at saying who my plug
So
is.
shout out my tia.
Shout out to Tia Grace. There's no shame here.
No.
Vinny connected his tia and I, and that's where we go and deliver juices to. She has a catering company. So she already puts me on in that way, where she, puts our juices there for the working crew. And when I was there that day, everyone was like, we love the juices. The food is delicious. And so that even itself, just that, to see my company there is always like amazing for me. So she does enough with that. But then she plugged me in like, hey, do you want to do this commercial? We need a little Mexican girl. Vente. and
come on, Maria.
Come on, Maria.
Just take your joke.
Wait, what did you
right
say,
in front of
Maria?
you.
He said Maria?
You just saw in 4K how she steals a joke.
He said Maria?
Not even a second later, bro.
I didn't hear him. You said
Oh,
Maria.
that's a good one. My dad did the same thing.
You
What?
said Maria?
Wow, you said...
Maria.
I got flash right. I thought I was on air right now.
It's crazy. It happened so fast. But you're right. That was a funny joke. It happened within seconds. How did I steal it?
You tell me. The boldness of you now.
But it was so fun, and I left inspired. I wrote her this message, and I cannot wait to post it, because when I got there to the fitting, just like I feel a little bit of embarrassment to say who plugged me in, like I feel small in a sense, like very grateful, like, oh yes, thank you. And where do I go? And because I'm new, I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, and who put you here? Oh, a photographer, and just kind of like, just thankful to be in the room with all of these people. And so Vinny has a cousin, her name is B, and she was just like, you belong here. Like, stop playing small, like, own it. These girls walk in, they're, you are too. All that to say is that as I looked around, nobody looked like me. Nobody looked like me with dark hair, caramel skin, big beautiful eyes. But
Describing Juju right now.
No one really looked like me, and the people who did look like me, Grace put them on. There was another girl with long black beautiful hair that was one of Grace's employees. Grace walks in with long beautiful hair, and Latina, proud. Her Grace, the business owner.
And in that side of the world, it's like few to none.
Few to none. As I looked around the room, there was 2 of us. There was 3 of us at max. And it was because she brought us in, And so I felt really inspired. And so I was like, man, I have a lot of work to do. I'm very blessed to have met her, that Vinny connected us, but more than anything, that she has that heart and that she makes a conscious, like, she's looking at things and she's like, no, we need my people. And when you go eat the caterers, it's raza, it's our people. And you're like, hey, ¿cómo estás? And you guys made our food. And when usually you don't see that. The caterers are their people.
Yeah.
And it's not about division, but in a way, it's like when you make it, you have to bring.
It's not about division, but it is about inclusion.
Yeah. And so you have to make sure that you make a conscious effort to bring your people in, because there's so few of us. The Adidas event was awesome, but Vinny brought us in that event. How many women were there?
Yep.
Yeah.
How many?
And she told too.
Latina women were there.
You told it was like one of the head of Adidas, right?
I did.
Like,
I
where
said,
are all the women at?
Where are all the women at? What's happening here? Where's all the color? Like, even the men that were there were white men.
Or Spanish. Everyone's from Europe, though.
They were all European.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except the 3 people who were calling me DJ Tigre.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Tigre. But yeah, I just learned that. It was fun, my first commercial, but it was a big lesson for me that it's like, fuck, I have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, and then we have to keep including and helping each other out. It just gets fucking hard, dude, to help ourselves out, because not only do we fight amongst ourselves, like, not everybody's a team player.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is and so it's like, it gets hard for us to put you on, bro, when you got that attitude. No, or like girls, how you're like, oh, we have to support each other, blah, blah, blah. But
most of them don't.
Who said it? Oh, man, I don't know if it was when you guys that said it or I heard it somewhere else where they said, like, those uplifting brunches are just like the new Mean Girls things. You said that, right?
Me, I said those uplifting brunches are all the Mean Girls, like behind the scenes. These girls, like.
I just feel like it's so much more effort to hate or not like a person, and this is just like be respectful and like a person. And there's enough room for everybody to eat.
There is, but sometimes they don't move right. Like Vinny did some of the work, right? He connected his tia and I. But if I didn't move right, or if his tia didn't want to fucking put any Latinas on, and she didn't make that a life mission, which I know she has, she wouldn't. And if I moved crazy, she wouldn't put me on. You know, she wouldn't call me. She wouldn't be like, hey, we want your juices. She could easily go and pick up some juices in La fucking Northgate if she wants inclusion.
Hey, those Northgate juices. That
Probably cheaper too.
Crazy.
They're pretty good. That was Sandia.
That Sandia is crazy.
But, you know, like, it's just a veces no se prestan, güey. So today's lesson is, fuck, like, we have to do better, but, you know, también hay que prestarnos a little bit, like, be better.
Attitude of gratitude, baby.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
A little bit. A little bit. But I was really excited. I'm really happy for my commercial, and I cannot wait to show you guys. And then today I was sad. So my kids, they won an award. Mateo won an award. And as you guys know, I'm really, like, about being at my kids' awards. They didn't send an email about the 2 older boys. So I went in the morning for Mateo's award, gave him a cheese Danish from Starbucks, a hug, a kiss, took a picture, and left. And then at 11, the big boys had their awards.
And you weren't there?
And I wasn't there.
It happens. They're older now. Was it like a big award?
Yeah. Straight A's and B students.
Terrible. You didn't check your email on time?
They didn't. Usually they send you an email and they're like, hey, your student, it says their name, is going to get an award.
But your kids didn't tell you?
No, they didn't know.
They didn't know they had straight A's?
They didn't know they were doing the award thing that day?
Oh, I was like...
They didn't know they were getting, like, an award and stuff. Only Mateo,
do what they're supposed to do? Nah, I mean, it happens.
I felt bad. I feel really bad, but it's like un trauma, right? That I have, like, because my mom never showed up to mine. So I was like, oh, I'm going to show up to every award. And it's like, I didn't.
You set the bar too high, fam. I think, if anything, now, it should show you a little respect for your mom. Be like, oh, shit, mom, I understand now.
I'm just kidding. I know.
I understand now.
No, I know.
Say it with your chest.
No. I love my mom, and I understand. My mom would work 14, 16-hour shifts overnight from 3 p.m. to 4 or 5 a.m. That's why she wouldn't make it to my thing. I understand.
I think you got to make it to the majority of them, and you should be good.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to...
make or break it.
This isn't going to make it to the therapy session, fam.
This isn't going to make it to the core memories like
nah,
mine.
Yeah, like you'll be fine.
You never know.
That shit is my core memory. My mom not showing up, me having my award.
And it's middle school. Everyone gets straight A's in middle school. I got straight A's in middle school.
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't.
Get out of here. It's high school. When you start getting A's and straight A's in high school, then...
8th grade, I discovered girls, and shit was a rap.
That's early.
Fuck Juju, judgmental.
Says a lot. No,
It's early.
Wow, that's early.
No, yeah. Like, yeah, I had straight A's in middle school, and then, like, high school and all that. That's when I was like, oh, fuck. Which you think I'd be better because my dad worked at the school I went to. So you think he'd be more on my ass, but...
Did your dad help you with your homework?
No.
He laughs.
Like, no, it's just like...
Like
it was because, like... Yeah, like, it's just like, yo, my dad,
Your dad speaks perfect English.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with... Okay, how's he going to teach me trigonometry still? Like, fam.
Oh.
I was taking pre-cal.
No, I thought it was like a language barrier.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, it's just like, fuck, you
Spanish?
we just got outpaced. Like, even now, like, there's like a new way to do math now in school. I would not be able to teach my nieces that.
Do you help your nieces with their homework?
No. They never called for us. Allison, Abby, if you guys ever need help, just not math, because it's like a new way to do math. I do not know that way. Like, it's 2 + 2 = 4. Boom, you get 2, 2, 4. Now it's like, no, you got to put this here and multiply it and divide it by this, and like, I just, to me, that
I think it's the same math, no más que it's not the same brain. You know?
No,
Yo,
it's like I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Because the other day, I want to say like a couple weeks ago, I had a dream. I had shit due for class in college, and I woke up stressed out, and I realized, fuck, I don't think my brain is built for school anymore. I could never do that again.
You woke up all
Even
like
if
stressed
I woke
about
up
it?
like I have shit to do, and then I'm like, oh wait, like I have a degree already. I don't need to worry about these papers, but damn, it's boring. But I don't know. My brain was just like the processing of having to do all these things. It was just like I don't know if I could do it.
I'm still a great test taker. I think that was always my thing. I was a very lazy for homework, classwork, but you put a test in front of me, and that's how I passed.
Last week I woke up having nightmares like the most of like the week. Like, I think 4 days out of the week. Like, I kept waking up and I had nightmares. Like, I was stressed out. My heart was like pounding. Like, just
Do you write them down in a journal?
Nightmares about what?
fights, like tension in my house, like stress, like me fighting with my husband, or like it was weird.
Huh.
It was really weird. And I would wake up. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I dream we're fighting again."
I don't know. Am I?
No, I did. Like, I would be so stressed out, and I like even read up on it, and it was like anxiety or stress causes you to have nightmares and to wake up with random shit. Like, it's not even, we weren't fighting, we weren't having problems last week, but I kept having these dreams of like fights and tension and arguments and like heavy emotions. Like, I would be crying in my dream and shit.
Wow.
And I would wake up like all stressed out, but it said like nerves, stress, anxiety, big changes in your life cause your brain to do that in your sleep.
She knew the podcast was coming back.
So they weren't like, you guys didn't have no beef. Like, you
No.
weren't going to sleep with some, like,
No.
I'm just going to let it go.
It just, according to, it was
subconscious.
stress through my day of other things that I was stressed out or going through. And then my body was like going through it in that way at night. I don't know. But we weren't beefing it at all. Like, we beef it, but we weren't at all. Like, I would wake up and he's like, "Are you okay? Are you?"
Smack him. The fuck was that for? I don't know. I'm mad at you.
No, I was okay.
You heard of that?
I did. Fuck yeah.
Just the wind. It's raining outside the wind.
Welcome back, guys.
Still haven't done an exorcism.
demon's
yet, huh? Oh, they're back?
Make sure you comment down below and let us know who you want us to interview. We do have a list. of
Juju, how was
people
your time off?
that we want to interview? So comment down below. Let us know. Juju.
I guess because I didn't start a fucking website. I guess my shit ain't important, huh? That's crazy. That's crazy.
That.
No, I didn't do much, guys. I really took this time just to recenter myself. And I started doing dances again, so.
Oh, yeah, shout out to ST. Oh, no, never mind.
Nah.
No, shout out to STL Pros. I see you guys are still hustling and working super hard. What?
Fucking
Don't
switch.
fuck up my bag, fam.
You say me
I'm
switch
kidding.
up?
I know, it's crazy.
I'm still giving him
I'm
a
not gonna
shout
put the
out. I'm
text.
fucking around. Oh yeah, no, we're still looking for a sponsor, but SDL Pros, Juju's still doing quinceañeras and events with them. So if you still see, this is one complimentary on the house.
First one's free.
Just so you see what it's like.
And I want to talk about your nieces. She had a play.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, ¿cuándo le van a
Oh,
decir a esa
superstar.
niña que ella es actriz?
AGB.
Another sponsor. She did such a good job. Did she cry on cue, or did you cry on cue?
He cried on cue.
She doesn't cry in the whole play. I cried on. Fucking-
Why did you cry?
She died.
Spoiler alert.
You guys haven't seen Charlotte's Web yet. No, she did a really good job. She sang. We didn't know she was going to sing, but she sang. Well, I guess I didn't know, or like her mom and dad knew because they went to rehearsals, but she sang. And yeah, so we'll see where she wants to go with it.
That's awesome.
Let's see what she
Good
wants to
for her.
do.
I think it takes a lot. I think a lot of times parents don't they don't realize what a big deal it is for a child to be so outspoken, so outgoing, so open to try new things and
Wait,
to do this.
What was her stage presence like? Like, could you tell she was nervous, or was she like owning the stage?
There was a little nerves in the first show, and then the second show she kind of like, okay, you kind of get it, and that for everyone, like the kids, it's just like, hey, this, and cause I think like this is her first play where she was like the main character, because she did Annie too, but she was just the dog, so she had like, she just barked, yeah. So this one she had lines. She was Charlotte. She had to like to die. She had to sing and like.
She had to die.
She had to die.
He's talking about she had to die.
And yeah, and it was like, and then like we were thinking like, oh, it's gonna be at the school, like they'll set up a little stage. No, this is at an actual little theater in Long Beach.
Oh,
cute.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Un aplauso for her. No, even if she was nervous, like most fucking kids don't even get up and ask the lady for a fork, a straw. No, you go, mom.
Or get on the phone.
Or right, like talk to someone. And so for her to just be in front of people and sing and perform, that says a lot.
But she's a little chipiado. Like when you mentioned, it's funny because we were at on Sunday we were at a restaurant, and she was like, "Mom, can you tell me I want a cheeseburger?" And we're like, "Just tell her." And like I think it's just more of a like she wants to be babied every now and then. Cause she's like yeah, you're right. She's very like, hey, what?
Yeah.
She tells you what she wants it, you know. So, but yeah, shout out to Abby. Played Charlotte in Charlotte's Web.
We also went to a funeral together.
That's a horrible segue. Maybe leave with the funeral next time so we ended on a happier note. We did. We did go to a funeral.
We're thinking of what Juju did, right? Because we talked about all. What else did we do?
When I was in Nashville. That's when I was in Nashville, right?
Was it?
No, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it was in the teens, right?
Yes. Yeah, we went to a funeral. A close friend of ours, a very close friend of ours, lost his mom.
Yeah, that was tough.
And what's crazy is, I don't know if you know, but like the sister-in-law had a baby the same day.
Right.
Of the burial. Of
yeah.
the burial. So I mean, it's just, hey, that's just life, and it just contemplate, hug your loved ones, because you never know.
Yeah. It definitely set the motion for me to finish my paperwork, because remember I had told you about my trust.
Yeah.
I got a living trust, and so there was some paperwork that was pending. So because of that, we definitely finished that, and I'm just vouching for everyone to get life insurance. And my mom and my dad, they don't have life insurance. So now I'm thinking, like, que Dios no quiera, algo les pase a ellos.
Yeah.
And then, I'm going to have to figure out, either have a big enough savings to be able to afford my mom and my dad's burial and stuff. And leave dicho what I want. Because at that time, like, who's thinking of...
It's something no one wants to think about, but you definitely have to think about it. Like,
where do you want to be? What are the plans? Where do you have any special requests?
Bury me face down, so people can kiss my. No, I'm just kidding. I no. That's one thing I never thought about it. Like, I definitely don't want to be cremated.
You don't want to be cremated.
Do not cremate me unless that's like you can't afford but like make that the very last resort.
What do you want to wear? Do you want to wear your Dodger hat? I saw actually someone, they le pusieron su Dodger hat, but because they did an autopsy and he had like a scar, so they had to put, like his Dodger hat.
No, you could bury me with a Dodger hat, but you don't have to be wearing it.
You don't want to wear it?
No, just.
What about your glasses?
Look nice. No, those get passed down.
Who to?
Whoever. My brother has a son. Or if my dad wants to give someone, they go back to my...
See, that's where the problems start. Tienes que dejar dicho.
Let them fight for it. I'm not going to be there. That's on them.
Let them figure it out. Vinny?
Can't be holding their hands when I'm
Do you have any special requests? I'm talking about like tomorrow, a week from now. Right? Because...
Well, I've always said my brothers are going to split everything 50-50. What they're going to split is up to them.
You mean like your cameras and your
everything.
Computer? Ay, déjame la cámara, no seas así.
Not you.
Tu brother, a Juju, para seguir el podcast. Tus brothers, ¿para qué quieren las cámaras?
You can buy one.
Your brothers, what do they want the cameras for?
They're actually into live streaming.
Oh, okay.
They were into live streaming. They got lazy, but yeah, they could live stream.
So if something happens to you tomorrow, your brothers 50-50?
50-50.
Okay.
That's it.
I know.
Keep it all.
It's not like I
No
have a lot
special
to give.
request, nothing?
Nah, I mean, I don't know if my mom planned it for me because I know I have life insurance and all that, but in general, like, I just know everything's gonna get passed to my brothers. And
Do you know where you want to be buried? Do you have a preference? Him, he doesn't want to be burned.
Don't matter.
You don't care.
I'll be gone. So
I made a video
whatever's cheaper.
for my
Yeah.
kids. We had to make a video. And like,
Did you cry?
absolutely. Like, just to talk to them, like, I don't know, maybe I'll die next week in a year and they're going to be watching this video. And I was like, take care of each other. Like a fucking loser. Take care of each other.
I feel like I would have to sit down and make like, I would make one for like different scenarios of how I died.
Do not open the casket.
All right. If this is video number 3, I'm sorry, but I thought I could do it. They dared me.
Don't stick your body out the window.
No, Eugenio and I did a video. And like,
Together or separate?
no, they asked us if we wanted to do it separate, but we just decided to do it together.
But what if you guys have to watch it and what do you guys still here? It's awkward. Like, you guys
That's-
both talked about your being dead in
Yes.
the same video? But
like if we're both gone.
but
Because if he's gone, then I wouldn't watch it.
yeah, but they would.
No. That's only if we're both gone. That video is if we're both gone.
I think you
Because
guys
if
should've done
he's
3
gone,
videos.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
have
you
the
guys-
USB. So, I mean, obviously he can sit down at any moment. And
Yeah, I think you guys should do one separately too.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Comment down below. Should we do a... Should
Do you
we
wanna
do
see
one
it?
Separate. Do you want to see the video where we were like crying like losers?
So you're like, I'm gonna miss you so much, and then we look at you like, fam, you're right here.
No, I wouldn't show it to them if I was still alive.
That's crazy because I would want to see it.
Like, I want to see it now.
You're a dick.
Comment down below if you want to see it.
Whatever.
Oh man,
I think
that's
we're done.
funny. I'm gonna miss you, son. Me
Remember-
too, mom.
Do I turn off the light now?
Fuckers.
Oh man.
But we're back.
For better or worse, we're back. Oh man, now we were all over the place.
Yeah.
Bye.
Way more porn talk than I'm used to.
Were we supposed to be like better and improved? It's the same shit.
Hey, we're the same. Did we get worse?
This was supposed to upgrade his backdrop. Bigger things coming.
They're like same.
Literally nothing.
Same fuckers.
We're one light less.
Hey, where's your light?
Where'd the plan go?
Where?
Why would you move the plan? That's the only thing I had going for me.
I got this whole fucking.
What happened? Wait, where'd the
No
light go?
upgrades.
We gotta go.
Oh
Fucking
man.
Juju's getting everyone